Hey, what's up you guys? Yes. And today we're gonna have another conspiracy theory video. First conspiracy theory. Shane Dawson. Is he in the Illuminati? Wait. I'm Shane Dawson. So I'm looking at a list of conspiracy theories right now and none of them are that good. So I'll make up my own. Elevators. They don't go to the 13th floor. Well, hotels don't go to the 13th floor. But they do have room 666, which is like the devil. So they want to be lucky or instead of unlucky, but instead they open their doors to the devil. I saw that on Tumblr or something. Yeah. Look at my arm hair. I drew it on there, just like I drew this beard. I'm Shane Dawson, and you're watching Disney Channel. Just kidding. The website I'm looking at, it's literally all about who directed what movie or whatever. None of these are cool. Also, don't want the real Illuminati to come after me, because that's no bueno. Ooh, I just found a really good conspiracy theory. So, Mozart. Everyone thinks he died from being an alcoholic. Well, what if I told you his friend killed him? Well, not his friend, but his competition. Think about it. You're the world's greatest composer at the time. Think about it. Your arch nemesis is the world's greatest composer at the time. And if you him, you would be famous. Though actually, if you killed your competition, they would be more famous. So it probably bit this guy in the butt. And that rival's name, Antonio Salieri. Probably butchered his name. But he's dead. Because Mozart and them existed in the time of Thomas Jefferson. So that was a long time ago. Think about it. I mean, Mozart wasn't really a healthy guy anyways, you know, raging alcoholic. The plague was probably still kind of going on. Not your best standards. So, TBH, this theory's probably not true. But that's okay. It's still fun to think about. I'm gonna make my own conspiracy theory. And it's gonna take a while because I have 2 brain cells. Conspiracy theory about yours truly, me, moi. Yeah, I have 2 YouTube channels and they're both pretty mediocre. So you should watch them because on this channel, all the videos prior to this one are videos I made in middle school. Middle school, the worst years of our lives. Yeah, true. Thanks, James Patterson. So check those out because they're probably a little more cringier than I am now, but I'm still pretty cringy. Yeah, good times. So I have written 2 scripts to reprise. My friend told me it's pronounced reprise and not reprise like I thought, so that's cool. I wrote 2 scripts to reprise as like a dedication to me in 8th grade or middle school whenever I made those things because I was like a little baby child and I made those things and they're kind of awful. So, but I thought they have like a good premise to build from, and if I had had better acting skills at the time, that could have been pretty funny. I mean, it's funny now because it's bad, but at the time, if the acting had been good, that would have been even better. But right now, it's funny because it's so bad. And I mean, so bad. But yeah, you probably can't hear me because I'm recording on an iPhone 7 or whatever. I don't know. My doggy's looking at me. I love my doggy. My doggy's really cool. But yeah, I'm doing what I always dreamed of, being a YouTuber and sitting in my living room at, what time is it? Nope. It is 8 p.m. on a Tuesday night, making videos in my living room next to my fireplace with my mom's flashlight and a phone, using a music stand as a tripod. I am living the life. Pretty great. And my back is really hot because this fire is really hot and I'm right in front of it and it hurts a little bit, but that's okay, I'll live. Man, I was supposed to make conspiracy theories in this video, and that just didn't work. But that's okay. Conspiracy theories. Don't have any. Snow. What if snow is like a thing? Like if schools feel like, man, we're running out of time to have these exams, might as well put that condensation and precipitation into snow form so that we don't have to administer exams and then we fall behind for the testing at the end. Woo! Because that wouldn't make sense. So that's probably not true. Or if people don't want to go to work, like when you're an adult and stuff, they all the adults come together and they vote. Okay, the workload's really hard. It's getting close to the holidays and we don't really want to be at work. So let's make it snow. And they do. Isn't that cool? They can be like, snow machine activated, because yeah, it's cold this time of year and snow should happen anyway because it's nature, but let's make it really good snow. Yeah. So if you look into well, you can't look into the camera, but I'm looking into the camera with like one of my eyes, and it's really weird because I can see my lips moving in the camera and it makes me really uncomfortable because, yeah, good times had by all. Am I right? So more conspiracy theories. Oh, well, I have the TV in the background, so I have more light because I wanted this to be dark. I mean, I've got the fireplace, got the TV, I got my MacBook, and now I have this handy dandy flashlight. Oh, so I was looking for a flashlight so I could do this video without being completely in the dark. And I went upstairs and I was like, hey mom, do you have a flashlight? She's like, yeah, it's in this drawer. And I didn't pay attention and I went to the wrong drawer. And I saw this thing and I was like, oh, that looks like a flashlight you use as like a 12-year-old babysitter. And I picked it up and I opened it. It was a taser, not a flashlight. And I was like, oh, whoops. It could be a flashlight, but you don't want it to be, you know? So, and then she's like, no, you were in the wrong drawer. This is the flashlight. And I'm like, oh, okay, thanks, mom. So that's cool. Yeah. Well, it's our third snow day tomorrow, and haven't had school since Friday, whenever that was. Maybe we didn't even have school on Friday, don't remember, TBH. One of my tests has gotten canceled, which I'm like, yay. Another test, I know it's going to happen whenever I come back, and I'm probably going to be a little prepared for it. So whatever, but our exams have not been canceled yet. And I'm kind of okay with that because I'm taking classes I can actually do this year for the most part. And I don't think I'm gonna hardcore fail any exams. Well, one exam I might fail, but that's okay. I don't want to say which one it is because if that teacher ever watches this video, they'll be like, bruh. And I'll be like, bruh. Still want that to happen. Yeah. What else? This feels so weird. This is supposed to be, I'm supposed to be Shane Dawson right now, and I can't come up with any conspiracy theories. The Berenstain Bears, or is it the Berenstain Bears? And this is the Mandela effect. The Mandela effect is when you think about something and it's one way, but then apparently it's been a different way the whole time. Looney Tunes and Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes, you think they're cartoons. So then cartoon is spelled C-A-R-T-O-O-N. So you think Looney Tunes would also be T-O-O-N-S, right? Ha, nope. Apparently it's Looney, T-U-N-E-S. But that also kind of doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense though. Because tunes, cartoons, tunes like, ha ha ha, I'm singing a song right now. Yeah, that doesn't make sense because, you know, tunes. And I mean, they sing in Looney Tunes, but not a lot. It's been a while. Can't really remember. Yeah. Berenstain Bears, Berenstain Bears. TBH, I don't remember how it's spelled, and my dog just snorted. That was not me. Don't remember how it's spelled. But I can look it up on my MacBook and cut this footage out later. Oh god, never look at the camera again, you're ugly. Okay, when I type it into Google, it is spelled Tunes, Tunes. But if I'm like, nah, I'm gonna put in, oh, it does not work. But the fourth result on Google is Looney Tunes or Looney Tunes. Yeah. Crazy, right? So there's this website that says it has nothing to do with the Mandela effect. Because later on, it was Tiny Toons, like Toons, not the other one. So, has it really ever been a theory? Yeah. It has. Up, dog. Up, dog. What's up, dog? Okay. Bernstein Bears or Bernstein Bears? I'm clicking enter on Google. I spelt it very wrong. Oh, so you're probably like, wow, what did I make my beard out of? Slash mustache, goatee, goatee. I used some random marker I found. And I'm also wearing a Deadpool shirt because at the conspiracy theory video I watched with Shane in it, he was wearing a red and black shirt, and I was like, well, the only one I have, I have another one, but this one's better. It was my Deadpool shirt, and now apparently the other one I'm thinking of. So, yeah. And then I noticed he had arm hair, so I made myself arm hair. Or, yeah. Good times, good times. But literally, I should have held my breath while putting the marker on because I was like, this smells so bad. Like, the package lies when it says less smell. No. And my hair is longer than Shane's, obviously, so I just took my bangs and like mushed them to the side. So congratulations. Looking at my lips in the camera again because I'm weird. So the first result on Google, it's Bernstein Bears / Bernstein Bears conspiracy theory. Now, I've never heard it called the Bernstein Bears, but I've always heard it called the Bernstein Bears. And I'm pretty sure in the show that goes, the Bernstein Bears, I've never heard them go, the Bernstein Bears. And honestly, I don't remember the spelling. I was like 5, maybe 7 when that stuff came out. And then, you know that show on one of the cable networks, probably PBS, where they've got this bear and this girl who looks like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz? I thought the Bernstein Bears in that show were related. It was like, I don't know. I thought they were related. And I was like, where are the Bernstein Bears? They're not in it, so we need different shows. According to the theory, the spelling changes throughout time. Which kind of makes sense because maybe they're like, oh, I'm the publisher and that doesn't look right, so I'm going to spell it differently. And they do. But yeah, doesn't make sense. On top, it says the Berenstain Bears. But on the bottom, it says the Bernstein Bears. That's crazy. It doesn't look photoshopped because it's on 2 different ones. It's like kind of crinkly. So it could be photoshopped. It's 2018. Anything's possible, let's be honest. I don't think it's photoshopped. It looks legit. I mean, I misspell stuff all the time, and then think about it. If you're like a publisher or something, yeah, it is your job to get it right, but sometimes you're tired and your coworkers are tired and you spell something wrong, and, you know, the people think, oh, it's spelled like that by my boss, so it must be right, and they go with it, and then they just don't overlook it because it's rough. But it's okay, you know? People make mistakes. But it's still pretty cool. California wildfires. Now, it's really sad what happened with California, and I really like California. Want to live there one day, maybe. And maybe, now I don't want to get in trouble with the government or anything, because that would be really sad. And this is also all for fun, obviously, because my job is to entertain people, and that's what I want to do. So, I'm not going to be on either side, but what if, you know, right now, the current government is pretty conservative and Republican. California is really democratic, and a lot of celebrities and just, you know, the people in general who live there are very outspoken about what the government is currently doing. And what if the government was like, let's show them, and they made the fires happen. Which also, it's dry and it's California. Fires happen all the time there, and it's happened multiple times. But that would be pretty interesting and kind of really sad. I really hope it's not true. And remember, this is for fun, so CIA, FBI, don't come after me. Please. Thanks. I thought it said sign up for the ultimate Chick-fil-A list, but it says sign up for the ultimate chick flick list. Another website I'm on, it's the 70 greatest conspiracy theories. And let me tell you, I'm confused. Okay, so this conspiracy theory makes me kind of laugh. So anyway, the conspiracy theory I just saw, it's about John Lennon, who was a Beatles singer, and he was assassinated in 1980, I think. Let me look. It was 1980, December 8th. That's depresso. Okay, John Lennon was assassinated on December 8th, 1980. Yeah, that's right. And the conspiracy theory I just found says that the CIA assassinated him because he was like, yeah, they invented LSD, which is like this really bad drug, which you probably already knew because it's the internet. And yeah, but also this is something I absolutely love. Okay, but it's weird. So some of you are probably familiar with the theory Paul McCartney is dead. Now I'm not going to say what I believe. I'm just going to say the information behind the conspiracy theory. So Paul McCartney fought with Lennon one night, and then he went out driving. This is according to the theory. This is not legit. Well, it might be. I don't know. And anyway, he was driving, and he crashed and died. And so anyway, they're like, oh man, the Beatles are getting really popular. They can't not live, because that would be bad. And because they're so famous, it would be tragic. So they did like a lot of lookalike contests, and they picked a guy that looked like Paul and said, you are Paul now. And Lennon and Frank, that's not his name. Well, the other Beatle members, but especially Lennon, they were like, okay, let's leave little messages in our songs because we can't really say anything about this because the Beatles and their families, well, probably Lennon's, they probably didn't tell the other people, like the other Beatles families, were sworn to secrecy. Yeah, this sounds a little far-fetched, I know. But stick with me. So anyway, they left little hints in their songs, like Come Together Over Me. That's sung by yours truly, Paul McCartney. And they talk about the car accident, and on the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, there are so many messages. Look it up. It's a great theory, and it's really entertaining. Alright guys, remember, these conspiracy theories, they're just for fun. They're probably not real, let's be honest. But they're a lot of fun, and they make you think, and you're like, man, the world is a shady place. But that's okay. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I know my Shane impression was not the greatest, but that's okay. I've got the future, and I can learn, so it's all good. And maybe next time, I'll be prepared. So don't remember how he closes his videos. So I'm just gonna